Welcome, everyone, to episode 4 of Aspect Ratio, where we take a slightly cold-ridden, skewed view on content creation. Yes, Dan was ill during the last one, and now it's my turn to be a little bit under the weather. So apologies in advance if my voice sounds sexier than usual, because we all know Scottish ASMR is where my streams are going. Ha 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 ha. Hi, Dan.
Hello, why not just make my ears feel weird?
Do you know what it is? I'm that doped up on cold medicine. I'm confused. I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. This one may be a bit more chaotic than usual because...
Oh, you had Calpol. Now you're a druggie.
Oof, dosed up on the Calpol. Oh my God. I miss Calpol.
I mean, I don't see why children get all these flavoured medicines and we can't.
I know, children get like weird shaped vitamin tablets, they get gummies, They get all this. We just get the chalky, horrendous, Cavonia based atrocious. We're not sponsored, by the way. Cavonia, sponsor me now, please. But yes, we're back. We're back with another chaotic episode of Aspect Ratio. I am your host, Smack, and Dan is here too, and we are going to give you some random alternative views on the world of content and what's been happening online in this past week. But before we do, Dan, how are you feeling? Because you were a bit under the weather last week.
A lot better this week.
Good.
A very lot better this week.
A very lot better. Good to see your English has improved too.
My English will never get better, but it's still hilarious.
I am very lot better, thank you, bye.
Yeah, very lot better, very lot better. Still haven't been able to go to the gym just because the fear of death
is real.
Really is real because I just don't want to go on the machines that do this and then do that and then I find out I don't have enough strength as yet, and then the machines clamber around me and I stay there and die.
I was going to say, It's like rep 1, rep 2. Wait, why am I at the pearly gates?
Exactly.
Let's be honest, neither of us is going to the pearly gates. We're not doing that. But have you at the very least, fucking hell, are you feeling a bit more like yourself now at least? Because you were struggling quite a bit, which was a shame because there was a lot going on in regards to Warcraft, which was,
I mean, there's still a lot going on in terms of Warcraft, to be honest. I'm still playing it.
I know. I know, but it was just, I was worried that, all of this illness was going to prevent you from enjoying it as much as possible.
Oh, no. I'm still going full ham and hard on it because literally, there's nothing else to do on it.
Fair point.
It is. If the story, and I love story.
Yes.
I do. I very much love story, and the thing is, the story is locked behind stuff to grind.
Ooh.
Which will apparently takes ages.
Oh Lord.
So I'm grinding to get the story. I ain't waiting for someone else to do it.
No, it's like I want to do it now. I want to see it all by myself.
Exactly.
It is. Are you finding that it's has it thrown your sleep pattern and everything off yet?
Oh, yeah. I used to go to bed at 10:30. I used to go to bed at 9:30, 10:30. Now it's 2 a.m.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And we wondered why Dan wasn't feeling at his best the other week. He has no life now. It is gone and consumed by the world of Warcraft.
Maybe, but something did happen this week.
Oh, okay. What happened this week?
It was your man's birthday this week.
Oh, God, so it was. Shit. Fuck's sake. Happy birthday to Dan. Smack's a bad friend. Shitting hell. Happy birthday. Fuck's sake. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Like, it was hilarious because it happened on Thursday, right? It was meant to be going out for this lovely, lovely dinner with family.
Yeah.
Right now, as you know, I don't like engaging with people at the best of times.
Yes, it's two people.
But I decided to make an effort.
Yeah.
So I went. So last Monday, I went to a clothing retailer.
Okay.
Right, and I went. Please, I look like a peasant. Make me into something fashionable. Right, and then they like start stitching 3 pelts together like some sort of Shrek, and give me new clothes. Which cost a fucking ton.
Thank you, kind tailor.
Exactly. For pitying me and teaching me fashion. Okay. Anyway, so the day of the dinner came. Right, I haven't told my family I'm going to look good today. I wanted to surprise them.
Okay.
Got a call from my mother this morning. Dinner cancelled. She's not well. It was.
Damn you! I spent 7 of my finest doubloons.
Fucking hell, mate. If it was only 7. The coat itself that I bought was 116 quid.
Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think I put an outfit on that cost that much. Never mind a fucking jacket.
Well, it's because the jacket that I wanted was only 50. But they didn't have it in my size.
Oh, so you only had to buy
2. Pretty much, yeah. Like I said, they had a stitch close together like some sort of Shrek belt.
They had to go out and hunt the creatures.
Exactly. Honestly, I stayed in on my birthday. There was no one going out. No, like my dad came to visit me on the Wednesday because he was having surgery on the Thursday for his hip.
Selfish bastard.
He was. I know, right? And he, like I said, brought me my cards. My little brother and my mother, I couldn't see because they were ill and they didn't want to give me it. My older brother was at work. For the Navy, and my sister has a child, so I can't force her to come see me. So it was a very lonely day. So my little brother was like, since we can't go out to dinner, I'll buy you a Chinese.
Oh, I mean, bless him for the effort.
That was my birthday present of my little brother.
Did you at least sit and eat the Chinese in your £116 coat?
I actually did, yeah. I was like, fuck it, I got dressed up for this. I'm fucking making an effort.
Just see him now lighting a little candle. Sitting in the coat. Oh, they didn't provide me the correct sauce with my Chinese. Don't worry, I will lubricate it with my own tears of sadness.
Just to make it more posh, I'll have 5 different kinds of spoons, 3 different kinds of forks, and 2 knives.
None of them match either. None of them match. They're all different sets. For fuck's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, so that actually sounds like my fucking ideal birthday. I can't lie.
Like I said, I've got free Chinese and not enough to see people.
I know, and you got to sit and play Warcraft. Fucking hell.
Exactly.
That sounds like an ideal fucking... Jesus Christ. Only you could go out and specifically shop for a thing, and then that thing gets cancelled by other... This is why we don't like people. This is why we do content stuff.
They cancel on us. Content cannot cancel.
They fucking exactly. We can only cancel on content, which I've actually been quite bad at lately. I must admit. Obviously, I mentioned on the last one that I'd hit a bit of a wall in regards to content creation, which I was starting to get through a little bit, which was nice. But, pardon me, but it hasn't. I don't know. It hasn't gone up as far as I hoped it would. But I am... So we're recording this on a Sunday, as we usually do. And I will be back online with the streamy streams this afternoon on the Sunday. So, if you want to check out either Dan and I go through stream content, by the way, our links are down below in the description.
Yeah. How has the afternoon streams been for you? Because I know you moved from say late afternoon streams. You used to stream at 2, now it's sort of 6.
Yeah, I pushed it back to the evening, and it was different. Basically, Z went away back down to see her family for the weekend. Like pre-Christmas stuff, take things down.
Rest in peace, Z.
Still good. She survived. So rest in peace, she came back. But yeah, while she was away, I thought, I'll test out. Because normally I don't like if Z's working during the day, I like to keep my evenings free, so I can actually, spend time with my partner. We'll cook dinner, we'll sit and watch a film, do whatever. But because she wasn't here, I thought I'll test out some evening streams. And yeah, it was okay. I used to do evening streams before when I was working, and I kind of got into the habit of doing the daytime ones, and I think a lot of the time when I'm doing daytime stuff, like 2 p.m. UK time, it gets a particular kind of audience, like from across the pond. So we get like some of the Aussies tailing off at the end of their day. You got the folks over in America, the time difference, their day's just starting as I'm going live and all that jazz. And I kind of missed that audience completely when I switched up the times.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of like regular chatters who wouldn't normally be there, but at the same time there were some chatters who I hadn't seen in a while were able to come back in because now I was streaming at a UK time that suited them because they'd finished work, they'd come home, they were able to tune in and watch. I think I'd have to do it consistently for a while before I could say I prefer this over this. But it's a change.
I mean, the only thing I would say for you in terms of streaming during the evening is that, I mean, you'd be streaming for a lot less in terms of time wise.
Yeah.
Because obviously your bedtime is around about 9 o'clock, half 9.
Yeah.
And you've got to take Sardique to a nice walkie. So you'd be streaming for like your 3 hours instead of like, the 4 or 5ish that you would normally do.
Yeah, but again, after we'd spoke about ourselves about keeping the streams more compact and shorter. Maybe 3 hours, I mean, I was starting at 5:30, finishing between sort of like 8:30 and 9. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's an interesting one, and it's something I'm actually intrigued by. So other streamers out there who listen to this, what defines your schedule for you? Like, do you define your schedule? Do you try and define your schedule based on your own availability, or do you try and base it around, oh, this is when my audience might be at the best? Because I think there's too much emphasis on, trying to find the best time to stream for when I can get the most viewers. And I think that kind of fucks you up because you're not doing it for yourself then, you're doing it for everyone else. And the whole point of streaming, especially like at this level that we're at, we're not fucking partnered streamers, we're not raking in hundreds of subs every fucking month.
Yeah.
I think you need to stream at a time that suits you best instead of trying to accommodate everything else and just let your energy go naturally. I don't know. I'll see how I go with it. I'm going to do an afternoon stream this week, today for the weekend, and I'll go back to some afternoon streams during the week this week, and I'll keep playing the same game as well. So hopefully that'll give me a bit more of an accurate comparison, like playing the same game in the evening as opposed to during the day. Which one works a bit better? I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. How's Dragon Age going for you, though?
Well, that is actually going to be my game to discuss later, so we will come to that as we go. But let us move on to our first topic, which is, as always, the drama that we have experienced online this week. Now, I had some lined up originally, which I've now had a little bit of a variation to when I checked Twitter this morning. Yeesh kebab. What have you seen this week, Dan? What's been...
So, as you know, I don't go out looking for the drama. I look for... the only thing I do is I go to the Explore tab and I find something that's hilarious, stupid, and really something that could make anyone laugh.
Yes.
Now, have you seen the controversy? I say a controversy, air quotes, fucking stupid people, with Mr. Kanye West.
Oh, dear Lord, Kanye. Oh, Kanye. Oh, sorry.
On
Ye. He's just Ye now, isn't he? He's not even Kanye.
Yeah,
he's just Oh, God.
I mean, fucking. He was on another podcast. I can't remember. I think it was Mr. Jones, Dr. Jones.
Yeah.
And said some really controversial things.
There's controversial, and then there's the fucking bullshit that this idiot's coming out with just now. Now, the thing is, right, and I'm going to preface this with, he does need help. He needs help. Please, for God's sake, people closest to him, help him, because these comments that he's coming out with now are fucking just no. They're not the one.
Now, they are something that obviously I'm going to have to talk about just so people understand.
Yeah.
But obviously, I don't want people, if people are, like I say, offended by the words that I'm going to be using.
Yes.
Please do that. I do apologize for these words, and obviously, they're not my views. Apparently, they're Kanye's views.
Yes. Also, a trigger warning for folks. If you've had experience with what Kanye has come out with, or with what Ye has come out with online lately, and it has been triggering for you, just this is your opportunity now to maybe skip ahead a few minutes, because we will be just covering those topics again. So if they are something that triggers for you, please just skip ahead. We appreciate you still sticking around.
All right. So, going to talk about it in 3, 2, 1. Anyway, so he said that he is a Nazi.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, who decides to admit that?
Who decides to A, be it, and then C, admit, A admit it, and then C? I skipped out B completely there. He's just, I don't... Like, have you seen the images of him on this podcast as well? This show he did, where he's sitting there in this full-on balaclava. Like, you can't even see that it's him. You don't know that it's... Other than the voice, we don't know that it's him. And it's just... I'm like, fucking... What is good? You know, I think Hitler had some redeeming qualities. Fucking what? Fucking what? The only redeeming quality was his own fucking aim at the very end, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
Because he didn't fucking miss.
I mean, I'm going to say there's only one good thing about Hitler, and that was the fact that we got a really good song about him only having one ball. That was it.
That even wasn't a good thing about Hitler. That was a good thing about the person who wrote the fucking song.
Exactly.
But yeah, I really don't understand what what is going on with Ye just now. I don't know. What is it? There has to be something more than this.
I mean, he's also apparently now been banned off Twitter.
Yeah, he had there was a thing going around. I don't know I think it was this past week, where apparently he'd had a dinner with Trump and a few other people, and where he basically told Trump he was going to run. And I think he asked Trump to stand with him as his vice or something to go with it. And Trump was just like, get fucked, and stormed out or something. I haven't looked fully into it because it's just.
Yeah, sadly, when it's political, I do look into these things.
Yeah, I usually do, I must admit, but because I've had too much time to myself this week, I've kind of sat my ass and done fuck all.
Another feeling. But yeah, he also got banned off Twitter for posting obviously it was a Jewish symbol.
Yeah.
But inside the Jewish symbol was a swastika.
Oh, the swastika within the star, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's painful. It's so painful.
So, and when the tweet got removed, which was surprising by Mr. Musk.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
Freedom of speech.
He then had a DM war with Mr. Musk, which included the same symbol.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah,
when you fucked up and you've got a shitty opinion and you double down in the hopes that you can fight your way out of it, it's just accept you're fucking wrong. I think there's a lot in regards to, I believe the fucking divorce is finally completed as well between
it has, yes,
the two of them.
Yeah.
And I never ever thought I would see a story where Kim Kardashian came out looking better than someone else, because I'm not a massive fan of the Kardashians as a whole. They're very smart, they're very intelligent, and they're great at what they do. It's not my kind of content. Hence why I don't fucking comment on it.
I mean, probably the last thing I'm going to say about this is that if you have a controversial opinion, such as the one Mr. Ye did, maybe, just maybe, keep it to your fucking self.
See, so this actually kind of ties into something that I've been in discussion with. I say been involved in a discussion with. It wasn't directly with me.
But
it's the whole. If you're gonna have an opinion or something, I agree. People, having freedom to say what they want is fine, but freedom of speech is not freedom from consequence.
Ah, yes, I remember saying that last week, yes.
Yeah, it's, if you're going to have an opinion on something, be prepared to hear arguments against your opinion. And those arguments might not go the way you expect them to. They might get slightly more aggressive, which I don't agree with. If you want, if you want to try and discuss something with someone, discuss it openly. But for God's sake, if your opinion is, like Mr. fucking West, Mr. Ye, call him what you fucking will now. Whatever he wants to be called, we will call him, and I apologise for getting it wrong.
Twat.
But, yeah, there we go. That's fucking preferred version of it. It's, you have to accept the fact that if your opinion is in a minority, you're going to have a much more vocal aggressive response to it. For fuck's sake, think before you speak. And even if you don't think before you speak, think afterwards. Think. Engage the fucking brain. We've all been blessed with one. Try and use it at some point, please. For God's sake. Because there's a lot of it. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, propose more and more upbeat news. What was your controversial Twitter drama of the day?
There's been a couple of things actually. Now, I had one specifically coming into this, but over the last sort of 24 hours, there's been a bit more discussion about some other things going online, which I'll touch on briefly. I'm not going to get into it massively because it's not. Yeah, it's kind of still an ongoing thing, which I believe someone else is going to be doing some content on as well, and I don't want to. I haven't had a chance to look into. Well, not even that. I haven't had a chance to look into it properly, so I can't really fully comment on it because I haven't investigated every side of it. And all I can offer right now is a partial opinion, which could still turn out to be wrong. And if it is, I will correct myself as such. But I can only go on what I've seen so far. But first off, one of the worst S for S, fucking F for F bullshit team leaders has vanished off of Twitter and Twitch. They're gone. Which is Glorious Bowser, who runs the Koopa Troop, the Koopa stream team, which is just fucking essentially. I mean, if you've ever seen the fucking logo for them, it's a rip off the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh god!
And I've seen so many hashtag Koopa Troop things online, which is KOOPATROOP, hashtag Koopa Troop. It is unbelievably bad for support and follow for follow, and I don't know the ins and outs of what happened with it. Was at Bowser TV or TTV, whatever it was, on Twitter, and Glorious Bowser with a 0 instead of an O on Twitch, but they're now gone. I tried searching for their Twitter handle earlier to have a look and see what was going on there. Nothing. I tried searching for the Twitch channel to see if anything had been said on there. Nope, it's gone. They still have their Discord server, so the whole S for S thing still continues. But, oh, hang on now. I may have just found something else.
Interesting.
It looks like our buddy Bowser has actually moved over to Trovo.
Trovo?
Yeah, Trovo. Another fucking nonsense streaming platform.
Of course.
Okay, very similar to Hoffer and all that jazz. But yes, it looks like that's where they've jumped across to. So maybe they're still in there. I don't know. But yeah, it's I can't understand how support, follow for follow fucking teams are still allowed to exist. It baffles me, and I feel so strongly about getting rid of these fucking things, because the longer they exist, the more new streamers they will rope into their fucking schemes. And I'm not going to use the terms. I'm trying to avoid the term small streamers anymore, because I think that's it's almost demeaning to streamers.
Yeah.
You know, and like, don't get me wrong, I would put myself in the same bracket, but there's a lot of brackets I would put myself in which other people find offensive and demeaning. So I'm not. I try and avoid using them because, you know, I'm a fucking decent human being from time to time. Not all the time, sometimes.
But sometimes.
Yeah, there's so many of them going around, and I'm actually considering doing a standalone fucking YouTube video of my own on one of them, because I know people who are involved with it, and I have tried pointing out to them the hypocrisy of them and the stupidity of them, which seems to have fallen on deaf ears. And because this particular, not the Koopa Troop, this particular one that I have a bit of a, not a personal issue with, but a direct issue with, is still recruiting people into it, and it essentially recruiting people in that I know, and I would rather try and, you know, avoid them being fucking roped into this shit if I can. I'm quite tempted to do a video on it myself. So.
Is that something that people would like to see, though? Like a video of, like, say, a discussion between you and one of these S for S?
Oh, I'll be reaching out to a few. Some of them I can't reach out to because I've already been fucking blocked.
Yeah, right. Maybe having a little debate. It is. I'll say we'll have someone as the intermediate host who is not me, because I hate the sub and follow. So I wouldn't be very unbiased.
Yeah. Well, let me put it this way: if anyone is a part of, because there's a lot of stream teams, support, follow on online. There's a lot of people who are a part of them and are like, wait, this group has been called Support. Is it Support? I don't know. If you're out there listening to this and you might be a part of one of them, feel free, reach out to me on Twitter. You can DM me on Twitter or on Discord, whatever you need to do. Reach out to me wherever you want, and I'll discuss with you. I'll happily sit down and chat with you. And I will say now, if anyone wants to, if any of the leaders of these things, in fact, you know someone, fuck it, I'm going to say it now. The Koopa Troop is one. If anyone from Claymore Nation or Stream Nation is listening to this and wants a chat with me and discuss why their fucking practices are bullshit, or why I believe they're bullshit, these things, and this is something I was going to mention at the start, these podcasts are not edited in the slightest. We record and everything goes out exactly as it was said. I don't cut anything. There's no blips. There's no, even all the pauses, everything in here is natural. I take nothing out. And I will do that in a discussion with anyone. I will send you the raw file. You can re-watch it, re-listen to it, and approve it before it gets uploaded if you so wish. You can even record on your end if you wish. I don't care. I will discuss things with you and release it as raw as it fucking gets, which is not sexual. For once, Smack said something that wasn't. But yeah, I am down to discuss. Even if you're someone who just wants to chat about, and you agree with our side of things, but we fucking hate these things, and you want to chat about it, feel free. Reach out to us in the DMs. I don't fucking mind. Because I am now at the point where I think call out is good if it's something that's negatively impacting a platform.
Yeah.
But discussion is better. And I believe in giving people an opportunity to, I'll say defend themselves, but to discuss their stance, I think is a better way.
Justify their reasoning why they think the way they do on this particular issue.
Because I think it's such a shame that the people at the top of these fucking chains benefit so much off the backs of other people putting in the work.
Mm-hmm.
And they prey on them. It's fucking predatory behavior. And I hate it. I really cannot fucking stand it. And I made a lot of changes to our Discord server before because I went, hang on a minute, we're not fucking doing this right. But the Shack never fucking discusses tabbing people up. We've never fucking discussed, who we're going to raid out to, who's this. We don't have any suggestions like that. It's just, we've got a self-promotion channel, so folk can post on there if they want. But people very quickly fucking learn that just being in the Shack and just posting your go live thing doesn't fucking do anything for you.
Yeah.
If you're not going to engage within the fucking thing and actually like make friends, it kind of defeats the purpose. And there's only like 80 members in there.
Yeah, I mean, and also the fact of like the last segment of this podcast, the whole who to watch thing.
Yeah.
Right. When most of the time, we're not looking at people from the Shack. We're not looking at people from who we've communicated with and had, connections with for a while. One person has, Horn Frog last week.
Yeah, same with Cheshire Smoke as well. I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe sometimes we can post about someone we know.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's just been like, okay, this guy's popped up on my feed. Let's see what he's about. Looks good. There we go. Done. Exactly,
because I don't know if you do as well, but I quite often, I think I said this on the last show, I will sit and I do a lot of editing stuff on my PC by myself. Even if I'm just playing a game myself, I like background noise. I like background engagement, which isn't always game engagement. It's different if I'm playing something. If I was playing Warcraft or if I'm playing Dragon Age or whatever, then it's something I need to hear the background so I can hear communications and whatever. Great.
Yeah.
But if I'm sitting playing FIFA for a couple hours by myself, I'll have a stream on in the background. If there's someone I know is live, great. But like this morning, I went online onto Twitch. No one that I follow is live right now. But I'll then start browsing subjects that I like, or browsing categories that I like, or start browsing whatever, and I will try and find a stream to watch in the background, to have on, because again, I could quite easily just go, oh, no one I know is online. Fuck it, I'm just going to not watch anything, or I'll do this, or I'll do whatever. I like having background noise on. It's the reason I like listening to the radio as well. Makes me feel like I have friends.
That's probably one thing I haven't done for a while is listen to a radio.
I occasionally listen to the radio, mainly because it goes off in the morning and I can't be arsed getting up out of my bed to go and switch it off. Because it's across the other fucking side of the room. But yeah, my sort of main Twitter drama thing this week has been the whole Koopa Troop fucking nonsense, S for S, F for F stuff. And again, it's ongoing. It will always be ongoing. It will always be mentioned, but I wanted to use this time now to give people an opportunity to actually go, here's your chance, come back and chat. We don't have a massive audience, but if you're the leader or within an S for S, F for F fucking Discord server or stream team or whatever, and you want a chance to defend yourself to the people who are within your own community who might be thinking, hang on, what the fuck is this? Come chat with us and you'll have the opportunity to talk about everything openly. There's no ambiguity or confusion over writing something down in text form, because often tone can be misread in text form. It can be very difficult to read exactly what someone is saying without hearing them say it. Now's your chance. Here's your platform. Here's your opportunity. Get in contact with either myself or even Dan. If you think I'm a bit too aggressive and you'd rather chat with Dan, feel free. I'm sure Dan won't mind sitting down having a conversation with you.
Oh, of course not. I'll be enjoying having a conversation with you, and you'll learn how aggressive I can be.
No, he won't. He will be honest and unbiased. This is why you should probably contact me instead of that. The man with a history of interviewing and radio work. Contact me, please. But,
Probably, yeah, probably the best idea. Yeah.
But if you'd rather reach out to Dan as a middle ground to then discuss a chat with me, feel free. I'm all for it. I'm down. But yes, the other little mini drama thing popped up last night from our good friend Joe Tendo, JTX, bless.
Oh,
There was a little discussion on one of Joe's threads regarding, and to be fair, Joe's initial point was well received, but yeah, there was a mention of Jordan Peterson, which then spiraled into a further conversation, which kind of derailed away from the original content. And yeah, it's all gone a bit all over the place. So I'm not going to be commenting on it. I have had some people ask me to comment on it. I'm not going to, because it's still ongoing and I haven't fully looked into it yet. So ain't going to be discussed here. I apologize. It might be discussed on the next show. Let's see what fucking kicks off on Twitter in the meantime between now and then.
Oh,
but yeah, it's all, again, it's on Twitter. You can see the conversation so far for yourselves by just going on to Twitter and exploring the content creators involved. Let's say Joe Tendo is one, JTX, but I've got a lot of time for Joe. I have backed him to the hilt when it's come to a lot of the. He was the one who got me involved with discussing support for support and follow for follow and calling it out when it is, when it's necessary. But yeah, there's some, just because I support someone on a lot of what they do doesn't mean I support everything that they do. So I'm trying to keep an open mind. Trying my best. It's very hard. I'm Scottish and I'm old. It's my justification for being a dick. But yeah, keep an eye on that anyway. Anyway, game time. Game news is always fun. I enjoy game news. Dan, what is your game news for this week? What have you been keeping an eye on? What's been...
So, as everyone knows, I love a good story. But every now and again, you just love to kill people.
Fair. In games.
Yes. In games. Anyway, I've been mostly looking at the new Call of Duty Warzone.
Okay.
It is because, apparently it's really enjoyable.
Yes, I think there's one particular aspect of it has made it enjoyable, but continue.
No, I'd say I've downloaded it, I've played it. I mean, the sniping on it is hilarious. It is. It almost reminds me of the sniping in The Hunt, where you can kill people from like 200 meters away.
Yes, sniping in any game is fun.
It is. Oh no, I gotta say, I love sniping. I could sit in a bush for hours. It is on a game, just watching people run by and go, nah, not that one. I'll make another one. I'll kill another one. It is. Where one of my friends has labelled me the fucking bush Wookie.
The bookie.
Exactly. Because we were sitting there and he was running past me and I was like, hello. And he couldn't. He's like, where the fuck are you? So I was like, I stood up and I started jumping and he still couldn't see me. So
See, I think, so what you've said there about him running past and you saying hello, I think that's been what a lot of people have said is the best aspect of this new thing is the proximity chat.
Yeah, the proximity chat.
In Warzone. Because, who is it? Is it Timmy Toucans? Or something who I've seen clips of on TikTok, who is just fucking hilarious with it. But yeah, I've not played it yet. So have you found it?
It's really good. It's really fun. To be honest, I like it better than the actual main game.
Okay.
I do, mainly just due to the fact that it's always different in the Warzone. Every game is somewhat different.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for when you're playing like the normal CODs and stuff like that, yeah, there's a lot of variety in their games. There it is, but I mean, the proximity chat makes it much more fun.
Yeah, I it's the one thing that has kind of tempted me to maybe give it a go, because I do like proximity chat and things, and it just gives you more trolling opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, remember when we did do proximity chat when we did our
we've done some Among Us proximity stuff on your streams.
No, I mean, there is another game that I do want us to try eventually when we can get like a good amount of people.
Yes.
It is, and that's called Evil.
Yes, you have mentioned this.
Yeah, it is. Just basically, oh, what did you do? I murdered people in a house last night. What did you do? You know.
Yeah, similar. So I made the mistake of just clicking on Twitter, and Harold Shipman was trending for some strange reason. It is 2022, right?
Yeah.
I haven't gone back in fucking time a few years here. Fucking hell.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Like I said, clicking on the trending buttons in
Fucking hell.
in the world is hilarious.
I know.
Because you just find the most hilarious crap.
It turns out it was related to Matt Hancock.
Of course.
Which makes a lot more sense. But yeah, so it's quite a big. I think the problem a lot of people are finding with Warzone is the same thing they always have. So when it comes to this, it's the toxic bullshit that comes from a lot of fucking people when they're playing it. Oh, fuck you, and they all, especially with the proximity stuff. Like, I've seen a lot of people complaining, and they get owned every time where it's like, fuck off, there's a woman playing, get back in the fucking kitchen, go do this, go do that.
Yeah.
And then the female who is playing goes and fucking annihilates them, which is great. But they're just like, do you want to be friends? What, with a woman on my team? No fuck way, fuck you. Oh, bang, they're all dead. Never mind. So yeah, there can be if you are going to play Warzone on proximity, just be aware that it can be a bit of an issue.
Just maybe try and be nice.
Yes, exactly. But it's I quite enjoy it. I quite enjoy the idea of proximity chat, so I might have to give it a go. Oh god! And the problem is I need to get a bigger fucking SDD for my thing, because I think I spoke about this on my stream recently. So my C drive, which is where I store all my where you should store the games that you're playing as you stream. By the way, so here's a little bit of tech advice for people. If you save it to a hard drive, so the D drive instead of your C drive, because a lot of people don't know the difference. Whereas if you look at something straight on your PC, if you click on the My PC, it'll say local disk C and then hard drive D. Always save it to the C if it's a game you plan on streaming, because if you save it to the hard drive, you will get fucking lag.
Yeah, saving it to like an actual hard drive makes the game run so much slower. The loading screens itself take years.
Yes, I mean I play. So if it's a game I don't stream, like FIFA, which is still quite a big file, I save that to my hard drive because I don't mind it as much. Like if there's a little bit of lag or whatever, I don't really care. But anything that I am streaming has to be on my SDD or my SSD. Sorry, SDD. Fucking hell, sounds like I'm saying it's on my STDs. No wait. Yeah, save it on my SSD instead, because then it runs smoothly. And same with, by the way, any streamers out there who use OBS or Streamlabs OBS, don't just double-click OBS to launch it. Right-click, run as administrator, please, for fuck's sake. It'll work so much better for you.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. I know fucking loads of people who don't do it, and it's just a simple thing, but it can make a massive difference to how things run properly on your PC. So yeah, just right-click, run as administrator, but only do that on OBS, not on the game. But yeah, I need a bigger SSD for me to run more games, because right now I can only have like one game on it at a time, which is why I play a game until I've finished it, and then I uninstall it, and then install the next game on it instead. Because I had to do that lately with my game for this week, which is Dragon Age Origins. I finally started it.
Hey, finally.
I know, finally fucking started it. And Dan, the man who was bigging it up, telling me it was all amazing, hasn't stopped by a single fucking stream that I've played it.
Well, yeah, because you started fucking stream it when World of Warcraft came out.
I know.
Of course I'm not going to fucking show up.
I know. But there you go. If anything, chat, go back to the S4S stuff. Fuck off with tabbing up and having people on in the background all the time. My best fucking friend who I do a podcast with doesn't just tab me up in the background as a fucking fake viewer, which he could quite easily do, especially someone who has a history of holding 75 million fucking tabs open at one time. It might be because I missed his birthday this week, admittedly, but shut up. Even he doesn't fucking do it, so get away from this. Oh, it's my friend, I'm tabbing them up. Fuck off. Sorry.
If you're a real friend, you'll be a fucking real viewer instead of a fake one.
Exactly. Fake view people you don't care about. Exactly. But I will be streaming it this afternoon, I think, so by all means.
That's all right.
I was going to say when you're not seeing the family.
Yeah, I should be back.
But yeah, I'm stuck. I've hit a point and I'm stuck.
Okay.
I'm in a tower. I'm fighting an ogre. I can't kill the ogre.
think I know where you are as well.
Yeah, basically, it's quite early on in the game. I'll freely
Yeah,
admit.
it's very early on in the game.
It's relatively early on in the game, and I can't kill this fucking ogre. I go in with my party of 4, the other 3 die in seconds, and I'm left by myself, just running around in circles trying to avoid this ogre.
Have you tried leveling up?
Shh. This is why I need you on these games. I'm going to have to, because right now all I do is I run around in circles, I let my stun attack recover.
Yeah.
I stop running, I stun it, I hit it once, and then rinse and repeat.
Sounds about right, yeah.
But the problem is, some of its attacks, like the hitboxes are so fucking weird on this thing. Like it picks up a rock and throws it. I've run away, I'm at the other side of the map, yet somehow the rock still hits me.
What do you mean? It's a fucking homing rock. Of course he does.
It's just like, he's just used hurl, and I'm like, fuck off, I'm over here. It's not hitting me. It can't hit me. I'm at the other side. I'm 90 to 180 degrees away from the fucking thing, and it still hit me.
I'm like, yeah, you're like behind 5 walls and 95 meters away, but still.
Exactly. Still fucking clacks me. But yeah, so I've got different save points. So I think I'm gonna have to go back to an earlier save point and try and level up in some other fights.
Yeah, probably is the best idea. Like I've learned from games like that that it's best to kill everything.
Yes. Yeah, see, this is my problem. Is I am very much learning that I have to not take my usual approach of charge.
No. Sadly, charging in does not help because because there's battles where you do not want to fight.
Yes, I know. I'm very quickly. I don't want to fight this fucking ogre. I'm pretty sure I spent 2 hours of my last 3-hour stream just rinse and repeat dying to this fucking thing.
Yes. Oh,
that wasn't fun, and I don't have enough fucking healing items either to keep me going very long. I've got like three lesser health poultice potions, which does nothing for me at all.
Well, it's all right. I was playing D&D recently.
Yeah,
and like I said, my friends got me into D&D. And I was like, fuck it, I'll try it. People have been talking about how it's really good for storytelling, and I like stories.
Yeah, exactly.
So they were like, okay, what character do you want to be? And I was like, I'm a druid on World of Warcraft. I'll try and be a druid.
Yeah.
In D&D. Oh, fuck, do I annoy them?
Because you're still trying to play it like fucking Warcraft.
No, well, yes. But no. Because obviously, in World of Warcraft, I go in, I go ham, I am a tank.
Yes.
I go in there, I kill things, I leave with my head held high.
Yeah.
But in this game, you're meant to roleplay.
Yes.
You are roleplay your character. So mine's like, mine's a dwarf. So I've got to be Scottish.
Yes.
Because all dwarves are Scottish, apparently.
Of course. I'm 6'2". I'm a massive dwarf.
And I turned... apparently one of my spells turns me into any animal that I want.
Yeah.
So I chose a frog.
Okay.
And just for 2 hours, I was just going, ribbit.
Ribbit.
Fucking ribbit.
Fucking ribbit.
Fucking frog with a Scottish inflection.
Iron brew ribbit.
And the DM was just like, are you going to get out of your frog form? Are you going to get out of frog form? And I was going, ribbit.
Ribbit.
So when he finally made something to get me out of my frog form, right, so he didn't have to hear the words ribbit anymore, I used my call animals to summon 2 more frogs.
No, for fuck's sake.
So now there's twice the ribbits.
Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Jesus Christ. I think I'd have lost the fucking plot wheel at that point as well.
Exactly.
It doesn't take much for me.
So apparently I have to make a new character.
Yes, you are no longer allowed to be Scottish frog, for fuck's sake. Oh, you crazy human.
So I'm going to be a German warrior.
Oh, dear God, no. No. Oh, God. Do you know something? We actually need to get a D&D thing done between a lot of us, because I know a lot of people can play D&D online.
Yeah.
And, I think that'd be quite interesting, because we have, within the shack, we have a dungeon master. We have a DM. Squeak is a very good DM.
Squeak is a DM.
Yeah, Squeak hosts a lot. Yes. So, yeah, there's an option for us. Do you want to see us play D&D, chat? Well, then now you can fucking let us know. Chat, comments, whatever. I don't fucking care. I'm still tired. Right, ones to watch for this week. Ones to watch. Sorry, I should say, by the way, Dragon Age, fucking loving it so far. Went off on a fucking massive tangent again there as usual.
Yeah, I went off against for D&D with Scottish frogs.
Scottish frog. Fucking hell. There's this week's title. Ribbit.
Fucking ribbit.
Fucking ribbit. There we go. There's the title for this week. Yeah, who is your one to watch for this week, Dan?
Right. So I am going to go for someone in our friend group because this person who we know for a while has been doing a lot of important things recently.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You remember Steve?
Yes.
Right. Now, Steve has done a lot of charity events, especially to do with safe space, mental health.
Yes.
That sort of things. Now, he hasn't long just finished a course on mental health awareness. He did that. He did that last year, and he's now doing obviously the newer version of it.
Yeah.
And obviously he doesn't stream as much, but when he does, he's always doing stuff related to discussions on mental health, how to improve your mental health, that sort of thing. So regardless of it, obviously he's not a gamer, he's not a big, massive gamer. Obviously, I do believe that if people are struggling with their mental health, give Steve a good watch, and obviously he could have a chat with him about it because he could help.
Sorry, I was sneezing and trying to blow my nose at the same time there, as far away from my microphone as possible.
Here's me trying to be serious, and give people a good reason to watch Steve, and you're going, achoo, that sounds bullshit.
Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, if ever you needed proof again that my fucking nose is going like mad, there it was, chat. Oh, God almighty.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but the link to Steve shall be in the description to these things as always, so feel free to check them out.
Yes, he has long just done a stream on his weekly mental health check-in and chat. So every Friday, 5:30, he does a weekly stream, which is just go in there, talk about mental health, chat, get to know people, and just basically make sure everyone is doing okay. So everyone, feel free to check my place.
Cool. Well, mine's is someone who's not within our community as such, but is someone that I've stopped by a few of their streams. It is Ghost Mom, aka Hannah. Okay, Ghost. Okay. So you can find them on Twitter. It's Ghost Mom, MOM, XOXO. They are primarily a DBD streamer just now. But again, such fun vibes whenever you go into the stream. It's just chat. They are very, very fun to have on in the background. So their own description: a cat mum who loves video games and everything horror. Come hang out for a bit. It's name's Hannah, new to streaming. I'm a queer cat mum who's into a wide variety of games. Hope you'll find something you like during your visit here. And they've actually got some facts on their About Me thing, which I'll put down as well. Born and raised in Canada. They are a Leo sun, Pisces moon, Virgo rising. Which
no idea what the fuck that is.
No, I was going to say it. I vaguely recognize the words, but I couldn't exactly put into context what they are. But that will mean something to someone. So
yeah,
major music aficionado. Points from me for using the word aficionado in your About Me section. Book obsessed. Currently trying to get through between 1 and 2 books a week. A fucking week. It takes me about a month to get through one because I can only read a chapter at a time.
I can't read.
Is Felix Richter's wife. Lover of horror movies, especially trashy slasher fix. All-time top 5 faves. Video game, top 5. Our top game is Stardew Valley, surprisingly.
Ooh.
And loves 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami as a book. I apologise if I've butchered that thing. But yeah, they are an LGBTQ plus safe space. There is no bigotry allowed within their chat. It's an immediate ban. No discussion of age either. And obviously a request that people are of age when they go in there. No self-promo within their channel. And as a safe space, but they want the community to feel comfortable, but mindful of trauma dumping in chat. So very, very worthwhile individual. And again, they will be listed down below. I've been in for a few DBD streams of Ghost Mom, and they're good fun. Like, just definitely worthwhile going in and chat. You can just have them on in the background, and every so often there will be a laugh that catches your attention, and you're just like, sorry, what was that now? And you turn around and, well, yeah, there we go. There's just chaos happening on stream. Oh, fucking hell.
Hey.
So people have actually gone live on my stream, on my Twitch page.
Hey,
Jesus
finally.
Christ. Yeah, finally, as he says, getting ready to wrap things up here and go and get some fucking food shopping in. Dan, is there anything from you before we wrap things up for the day?
Yeah, so obviously when you've been talking about Ghost Mom, I decided to, find out what the hell it means by Virgo fucking rising.
Okay.
And apparently, if you're a Virgo rising, people who meet you may describe you as organized, put together, and reliable.
Oh.
You may give the air of perfectionist, which can be a bit intimidating.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Friends and lovers likely come to you for advice, and you're the healer of the zodiac signs. Which means if you're in a dungeon group, you'll want a Virgo as a priest.
You want a Virgo rising to play priest. If your D&D group is as a healer, you want it to be Virgo rising. I know that it's all about, obviously, Z's very much, I don't want to say, she's not a Wiccan, but, she's very into the lunar happiness, guided by the lunar calendar and stuff as well.
Yeah.
So I am slowly learning about this stuff, but I am still very, very, very new to it. So it's taken a lot of time for me to go, what?
I mean, I just don't understand how they can have like 3 different signs.
I think it's based
Sun,
on
Pisces,
I think
Moon,
it's
and Virgo rising.
I think it's based on something.
Congratulations, that is 100% true. It is based on something.
That's the extent of my knowledge so far. Right, if you want to watch any of the people we have discussed towards the end of this, their links are down below in the description. If you are listening to us on Spotify, please do click follow and give us a rating on there. 5 stars if you're nice, 4 stars if you're being honest. If you are on the YouTube channel watching this video, I hope you've enjoyed our little festive snowflakes on our Christmas tree, because we are now into the official festive season. Christmas is coming.
Exactly, only 4 weeks, sorry.
3 weeks until a giant man sneaks into my house and empties his sack all over my house.
Exactly, and like I say, 3 weeks, 5 weeks until the new year.
Yes, exactly. And if you are the sort of person who waits until the new year, new me nonsense, fuck off. If you want a new you, start it now. There's no excuse to wait until the new year.
Exactly. The new you is not going to be any different from if you change now.
Exactly.
It's not like I'm going to suddenly go into 2023 and suddenly I've got no legs and I've got 3 fingers and I'm suddenly a Tuskar.
Don't give me ideas, man. I could fucking I could be down there within 3 weeks and take your fucking legs off you while you sleep. If you fucking sleep while you're playing Warcraft, admittedly.
All I'm going to say is that if you do that, then I'll reach my weight loss goal of like minus 100 pounds. So
in that case, you're fucking welcome. I'm on. But yeah, if you're watching on the YouTubes, please do click subscribe and get involved. Either like the video or leave a comment down below. Chat with us. And as mentioned earlier on, if you are a part of a particular stream team who has maybe been called something that you don't believe it is, or if you are a leader of a stream team who has maybe had some issues, you are more than welcome to come discuss these points and your side of the story with us, or with just me, or with just whoever you want. Just get in contact with us, reach out in the DMs. You can watch either of us when we're live, not that Dan rarely is these days, again. He was back really consistently with streaming Warcraft and then stopped, but still plays Warcraft.
I was back really consistently, being inconsistent.
Yes, exactly. Consistently inconsistent as always. But our links are down below. And yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We will be back next week with another episode of Aspect Ratio. Hopefully when both of us are fully fit and neither of us are fucking ill. Have a wonderful week, everybody. We'll speak to you next Sunday. Mwah. Peace.
Bye.